We have updates on the deadly bus crash in upstate New York. What we're learning about the victims is ahead. Plus, Trump said he could be coming after former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, this tying back to Bridgegate. Those stories and more as 12 News This Morning starts right now.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news, this is 12 News This Morning.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for being here with us. I'm Jess Liptzin. It's 6 o'clock on this Monday morning, and we're going to start things off with meteorologist Connor Thompson. And Connor, how's it looking today?
We are looking at a few clouds here, a few showers still lingering from the system that pushed through yesterday evening into the overnight period. But I think most of the day looking rather quiet. We could see a few lake-enhanced rain showers off and on, but a lot of us are remaining dry here across the region. The reason for these showers, well, area of low pressure pushing through Canada right now. That's going to continue to make its way on eastward, which will set the stage for a few showers today and tomorrow, although I'm not expecting much in the way of any significant accumulation with either of these 2 days when it comes to those rain showers. Upper 50s, lower 60s as we begin the day. 60 currently at the airport, 60 in Windsor, 58 in Starbucks, 61 in Windsor, 55 over in Ithaca. As we take a look out to the east, Stamford, Roxbury. For a change, and not the coldest spot on the map, 61 degrees in both of those locations. As we take a look at the hourly forecast here, we will see some sunshine, I think even some mostly sunny skies as we head on in to the afternoon, but we are tracking some shower risks, and we're also looking at some cooler temperatures here as we head throughout the rest of the week. Let you know just how cool we'll get coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Connor. In Tompkins County, Ithaca police have arrested a man on charges from a June stabbing. According to Ithaca police, on June 12th, officers responded to West Green Street for reports of a dispute. When they arrived, the victim found suffering from a stab wound and transported them to the hospital. Police identified the suspect as 20-year-old Nazir Chisholm of Ithaca. On August 22nd, Chisholm was found in Maryville, Tennessee, and brought back to the Ithaca to face his charges. He's been charged with attempted murder and remains in Tompkins County Jail. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Ithaca police at the number on your screen. Now to Tioga County. On August 22nd, the Nichols Fire Department responded to a house fire. According to the department, they arrived at Upper Briggs Hollow Road to a structure fully engulfed in flames. They were helped by 9 different fire stations throughout the Tioga area, including some Pennsylvania units. The house was deemed a total loss. According to the Nichols Fire Department, the family is receiving help from the Red Cross. The fire is still under investigation. We're learning more details about the victims who were killed in a bus crash in upstate New York on Friday. Among them, a 22-year-old Columbia University student. Dozens of others were injured. Investigators are trying to figure out what caused the deadly bus crash in upstate New York on Friday. This is drone video of the bus after it flipped over, killing 5 people and injuring dozens of others. The crash happened just before 12:30 p.m. Friday in the town of Pembroke, east of Buffalo. The bus was full of tourists heading back to New York City after visiting Niagara Falls. 54 people were on board, including the driver and a tour company employee.
We have a tour bus with 52 passengers, mostly foreign speaking. We have people ejected and people possibly under the bus at this point.
Those killed were between 22 and 65 years old. The 22-year-old was a Chinese student attending Columbia University. Spokesperson for the university saying, quote, "This heartbreaking loss is felt deeply across our community." The community of Pembroke held a vigil Saturday to honor the 5 victims. Now another bus crash, this one in Pennsylvania, sent more than 20 to the hospital. Thankfully, no one lost their life, but now a high school football team is dealing with the traumatic experience. Here's Frederick Price from yesterday's prayer with the players.
An emotional day for the Aliquippa community. Dozens gathered inside this playground to simply pray for the players injured, but they're also thankful the outcome from today's crash did not involve any lives lost.
I thought we was going to be okay, and then he hit into a pool, and then the bus crashed onto his left side.
12-year-old football player Brandon Rue recalls the scary moments when the school bus carrying him, 25 other students, 2 coaches, and the driver crashed.
He was driving. He was going really fast, and then we was going down this hill. He swerved.
Rue tells me he fell into a window, breaking his collarbone. His injuries apparent. Authorities say the bus heading to Pine Richland for a game crashed around 9:55 Saturday morning on Schaefer Road. Details on how it happened still unclear, but at least 21 students were taken to nearby hospitals.
Whenever I came out the bus, one of my friends, her name is Azariana, she was on the ground laying face first.
Ease their pain, both seen and unseen.
Players and coaches of the Aliquippa Junior High School football team, some still visibly bruised, standing together again as a shaken community prayed for them.
Amen.
We praying for y'all. We know.
A district teacher, one of the organizers of the service.
My heart just shattered, and I thought, what do? I don't have money to send them all flowers or cook them all dinner.
Tonight, people here taking time hugging one another, grateful each player can return home.
God's had his hand in this.
And the school board president tells me when classes resume on Monday, there will be behavioral and mental health support for students.
President Donald Trump is once again going after one of his critics. This time, it's former New Jersey governor and fellow Republican Chris Christie. The president lashed out at Christie, who is a guest commentator on one of the Sunday morning talk shows. Trump hinted on social media he might reopen the long-closed Bridgegate scandal that happened when Christie was governor. Several members of Christie's administration were accused of orchestrating lane closures on the George Washington Bridge in 2013 as political retribution. The president said Christie never took responsibility for what happened and accused him of lying about his role in the incident. 2 members of Christie's administration were found guilty, but the Supreme Court threw out the convictions. At the time, the president congratulated Christie and others involved for their exoneration. A retired Rhode Island judge, known as the world's nicest judge, has died. The family of the retired municipal court chief, Judge Frank Caprio, said he died Wednesday following a battle with pancreatic cancer. Caprio had a reality show called Caught in Providence, where he often displayed compassion and kindness in his courtroom. Danny Freeman has more on his life and legacy.
Is your mother guilty or not guilty?
Not.
Not. Take your hat back.
It's hard not to like Judge Frank Caprio.
We're talking about your father, right? Now, you're going to say guilty or not guilty. What do you say?
Guilty.
Guilty. An honest boy.
But the more people watched, they couldn't help but love the man known as the nicest judge in the world.
You are charged with a school zone violation. You were taking your son to the doctor's office?
Yeah, I take him for blood work every 2 weeks because he's got cancer.
You are a good man. You are a good man, and you're still taking care of your family. I wish the best for your son, and I wish you good health, and your case is dismissed.
A municipal court judge, Caprio served on the bench for nearly 4 decades.
I think 9:59 is close enough to 10. Matters dismissed.
Thank you.
Eventually, social media found his show, Caught in Providence, and everyone met the empathetic grandfather and great-grandfather his Rhode Island community knew for years.
Unfortunately, I've had a setback. I'm back in the hospital.
After a lengthy battle with cancer, Caprio passed away this week. His family said in a statement, "In his honor, may we each strive to bring a little more compassion into the world, just as he did every day."
Can I give you a hug?
Come on up here.
Judge Caprio leaves a legacy of kindness in a world where that often seems rare.
Relax. You feel better now?
I wanted to say, never have I met a judge like you. And I've been in many courtrooms.
I'm not going to comment on that except to say this. I don't do anything different than what I was taught to do by my parents. And that is treat everyone with dignity and respect and have some compassion for people.
Judge Frank Caprio was 88 years old. Danny Freeman, CNN.
If you ever need something to put a smile on your face, I highly recommend his YouTube channel. The time now is 6:08, and coming up on 12 News this morning, don't go anywhere as Keith Savage tells us everything we might have missed last night in sports, including the latest on the Rumble Ponies and Bearcat soccer. But first, let's take a look at downtown Binghamton. It's getting a little bit brighter out there. That's the sky cam on Security Mutual Life Building. We have more 12 News next.
Upgrade your home's exterior with Window World. We offer the industry's strongest warranty, licensed and insured installers, and quality craftsmanship to ensure your home receives the results you expect. Search Window World today.
William Mattar has a reputation for being a good guy.
Because I am a good guy.
For being focused on motor vehicle accident cases.
Because I focus on motor vehicle accidents.
for fighting for his clients.
Because I fight for my clients.
If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, it matters who you hire. It matters in the experience as well as the results. Call William Mattar. Visit WilliamMattar.com.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $479 per month lease on a 2025 Pilot all-wheel drive EXL.
Your health is important, but understanding it can often be confusing. Join us for Docs on Call as we sit down with professionals from Guthrie Lawrence to discuss the medical process in more detail. For more information, go to guthrie.org or WBNG.com.
With Dupixent, stay ahead of your child's moderate to severe eczema with clearer skin and less itch. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists helps heal their skin from within. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent.
Want to get hands-on experience in the world of television broadcasting? WBNG and the New York State Broadcasters Association are looking for interns. If you're a resident of or go to school in New York State and want to work behind the scenes in all aspects of local television, simply go to great.tv/careers to apply.
We hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for being here for 12 News.
Have a great day, and stay dry. I missed the whole broadcast.
Don't worry, you can catch up with everything on our website, WBNG.com.
Really? Oh, yeah. You can find the latest news, weather, and sports anytime online. Awesome. Thanks, WBNG.
You'll also find local events, newscasts on demand, around the tiers, and much more. Got a question? Click on the Contact Us tab to talk with our team.
Visit WBNG.com.
This is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
Even though our Sundays aren't packed with football yet, there's still some things going on in our area. Welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Pete Savage. The Rebel Ponies have not lost a 6-game series all season. If Binghamton suffered a Sunday loss to Portland, that streak would finally end. Let's get right into the first inning. DeAndre Smith single down the left field side put the Ponies up 1-0. Now staying in the first, Reimer's ball goes deep into left field. Is he going to grab it? Nope, he's not grabbing that one. That's an RBI triple for Binghamton. In total, 4 runs scored in the inning. Now let's go to the fifth. Bing up 5-4. Smith's ball goes past the first baseman. They're going across home plate. But Smith, he's going to try to make it a double. He's out, but a third runner would score to extend the lead to 4. The Ponies were up 9-6 in the 7th. The Sea Dogs demolished this ball. A grand slam as Portland goes up by 1 late in this game. To the 8th, it's Reimer. See you later. A leadoff homer for the Mets' 6th-string prospect to knot this matchup at 10 apiece. The Durham Ponies, they were not done. And it's going to be Kevin Parada. He goes deep into right center field. That's over the wall to give Binghamton a 1-run lead in the 8th. Binghamton, they win a thriller to close out the series 12-10. The Bearcats took the trip up to Boston on Thursday, where they lost their season opener to BC 1-0. Binghamton looked to get its first win of the new campaign in the nation's capital against George Washington University. This is the first time these two teams have faced off since 2018. Nearly 9 minutes in the game, it's the Revolutionaries striking first. Valkyr Fall makes it 1-0 as Bain's still looking for that first goal of the year. To the second half, GW trying to extend the lead. Sophomore goalkeeper Connor Creswell is there to prevent any other goals. In the 58th minute, it's George Washington again. The offense just not backing down. A second goal as the Bearcats are struggling. But in the 74th minute, it finally changes. Alex Balke converts and cuts the squad's deficit to just 1. But not even 90 seconds later, it's the Revolutionaries. They extend that lead to 2. That's still the matchup as Binghamton falls 3-1. Now let's go to women's soccer. They also struggle on the road. The Bearcats lost 2-0 at Monmouth. There was no offense on either side in the first half. The Hawks scored their pair of goals in the 69th and 77th minute. In Binghamton's home victory against the Bonnies on Thursday, the squad rotated junior Rebecca Kessler and freshman Bella Grace Dunn at goalkeeper, but it was Kessler starting the entire matchup where she recorded 6 saves. The 2-1 Bearcats will travel to Marist on Thursday for this next matchup. That's all I have here, so back to you, the desk.
Well, it's an active evening and overnight period for our Sunday, but as we begin our Monday here, we're looking at quieter conditions, maybe a few spotty showers, but nothing that we can't handle here. Satellite radar showing not much really happening here locally. We are still dealing with those spotty showers, but accumulations are expected to remain on the minor side. You'll take a look at the wider view. Yeah, we're going to see some sunshine today, but we're also looking at the risk of maybe seeing a few lake-enhanced rain showers thanks to this upper-level low that's currently pushing across Ontario, pushing its way into Quebec. Not expecting much to have any significant accumulations, but maybe keep the umbrella handy as we head throughout the day. Headlines here, the main one is it's going to be a very fall-like stretch here as we go on into this upcoming week. Mainly dry to start the week, but like I mentioned, a few spotty showers possible today and into tomorrow. We got a dry day on Wednesday, then we are looking at some scattered rain showers to end the week as a cold front will try pushing across the weekend. And as of now, we are looking dry but cool heading on into the last weekend of August. Future track showing a few showers, again, developing, but I think a lot of us are going to remain on the dry side. A dry overnight, clear overnight. Then as we head towards our Tuesday afternoon, a few more clouds will build back in. Again, a few lake-enhanced rain showers possible. I think this model overstates the coverage of rain. I think a lot of us are not going to see a drop over the course of today into tomorrow. But again, keep the umbrellas handy, especially if you have any plans during the evening time for the next couple of days. As we head towards our Wednesday, you'll notice more clouds build on in. Again, I think this model's overdoing the risk of rain as we head on into midweek. Chance of precipitation today, tomorrow around 20%. I kept it dry on Wednesday. Again, like I just mentioned, don't think this model's picking up on the dry air that's moving on in. But Thursday, Friday, we are tracking a cold front moving on through. And for now, I kept the weekend dry, but there is still a lot of uncertainty in regards to the exact timing of that front. Why are we seeing an early taste of fall here? Well, this is why. Upper-level heights, which are a good indicator of temperatures, well, they're dropping. Dropping heights means colder temperatures moving on in from Canada. And you'll notice we're pretty much under this pattern for the entirety of the week. No real relief in sight if you like it warm. Temperatures today, lower 70s, mid-70s, right near where we should be, I should say. Then as we head on into the overnight period, those lows in the upper 40s, lower 50s. Highs tomorrow, we'll be lucky if we get to near 70. And as we head on into our Wednesday, you'll notice those temperatures by the afternoon only climbing into the upper 60s in some locations. As we take a look at the 7-day forecasts, or at least the 5-day highs here, yeah, not great if you're a fan of the warmth. We're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below average as we head on into the rest of the week. And the 7-day forecast really not showing much relief even as we head on into Sunday either. We are looking at temperatures in the lower 70s, upper 60s for most of this upcoming work week as we end August. Looking a bit cooler as we head towards Friday with highs only in the mid-60s. Rain showers possible both Thursday and Friday. And then heading on into the unofficial end of summer for Labor Day weekend. Not feeling summer-like with those temperatures remaining in the upper 60s and lower 70s.
Alrighty, so it's officially time to take out the sweatshirts and those flannels like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Flannel Friday is on the docket this week. I'm just letting you know.
All right, you heard it here first.
Flannel Friday. First Flannel Friday of the... I can't talk. Flannel Friday of the year. First one coming up this Friday. Guarantee it.
Thank you, Connor. Coming up after the break, we will see what's cooking in the kitchen with Mr. Food. But first, here's some people we're remembering in our community today.
We are deeply honored to share the upcoming funeral details for people who made up the fabric of our incredible community.
I'm Square Harley Davidson on this beautiful day, and we're asking people, why do you ride?
Just, get a little wind therapy and get away from reality for a little bit.
I ride because it's the freedom of the road, the air in your hair.
Being on a bike is epic.
Just love to ride, clear the head out.
Get away from everything. Take a break, relax.
Because it's fun.
We ride because we like getting out and enjoying the nice summer weather.
So come to FX Square Harley Davidson in Adams Center or Binghamton, New York, and find out why we ride.
Did you know people are 90% more likely to eat breakfast when they're with their crew? And at Wendy's, you can all have 2 of your select faves for just $3. Everyone gets what they want. Yeah, I totally made up that stat. $3 breakfast? Gotta be Wendy's.
Judging a book by its cover? Everyone with an addiction has a story to tell. Don't know, don't judge. Addiction is a medical condition, not a choice. Stop stigma and support treatment. Learn more at oasis.ny.gov.
Welcome to more at Matthew Chevrolet. September is your last chance to enjoy generous federal rebates for electric vehicles like the 24 Silverado 4-wheel drive EV. Buy it now and save over $22,000 off MSRP, or lease it for $498 per month for 24 months. But hurry, significant rebates end September 30th at Matthews Chevrolet in Vestal or MatthewsChevy.com.
It's getting harder to shop for groceries and make my own meals, but I still want to be independent.
With Meals on Wheels of Western Broome, I can maintain my independence. They just make life a lot easier by delivering meals when I need them.
Plus, we check up on our clients to make sure everybody's doing all right.
Call 607-754-7856 to see if you qualify. Even if you're mobile or younger than 60, if the need arises, you might still qualify.
Hi everyone, I'm Avery Copeland. I'm the host of 12 News' Around the Tiers, a daily talk show where we learn more about what our hometown has to offer.
Thanks, Howard, for joining me today. Yeah, I'm here at Otsiningo Park.
I'm here at Stoughton Farms, where I'm going to learn a little bit about the corn maze.
Pizza making is an art form, and who better to teach it than certified master pizza instructor George Taylor.
From 3 to 4 p.m. every weekday, I sit down with fellow locals and travel all around the southern tier to learn what makes our area truly special.
I'm not even out there sweating. I'm just talking into a microphone.
This independent film touches on themes of relationships, self-worth, and self-sabotage.
For exclusive stories and local interviews, join us weekdays from 3 to 4 p.m.
Next, E.T.
Hi, I'm Adam Scott, and this is my E.T. retrospective.
The Emmy-nominated Severance star on his Hollywood highs and lows.
I'm so sorry.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on WBNG.
I'm Jess Liptzin, and you can watch me weekday mornings on 12 News.
When it comes to pizza, do you know what the most popular topping is? If you guessed pepperoni, you're right. It's a hands-down favorite, which is why we thought, why not take everything we love about a classic pepperoni pizza and team it up with chicken breasts? The results? Well, we'll let you be the judge. To make it, we start by seasoning boneless, skinless chicken breasts with some salt and pepper. This will ensure that every bite is really flavorful. Then we bread each breast with some seasoned breadcrumbs and place them on a baking sheet. After these bake for about 15 minutes, we top each piece with some pizza sauce, a bit of mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, and last but not least, some dried oregano. And now, back into the oven they go until the cheese is all melty. Once they're done, get ready to enjoy a dinner like no other. After all, how can you beat a tasty mashup like this? Plus, when you serve it with a green salad and some garlic rolls, it's doubly good. To get the flavor-packed recipe for our pepperoni pizza chicken, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly, who's wearing her pizza earrings today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a Mamma Mia way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Pizza earrings.
I would totally eat that, but I don't know if this is controversial. Pepperonis are the most overrated pizza topping. Now, on Sunday, the Roberson Museum wrapped up its weekend-long Arts of Bloom festival, but not before residents had the chance to view some unique works of floral art inspired by seasonal pieces. 12 News' Brian Melanson was at Roberson and tells us more about the budding exhibit.
So it's fascinating to come out and be able to support florists as artists rather than just as people that, make bouquets for events.
Several months ago, the Roberson Museum invited 7 local florists to come and pick their favorite piece of art from the 2025 Regional Art Exhibition. The florists then made unique arrangements drawing inspiration from the art piece that stuck out to them. Over the weekend, these local floral pieces were on full display next to their inspirations.
These big tropical flowers that you see on this arrangement sort of represent the heart that he sees within this runner in the painting. The veins in the flower represent the veins in the blood running through his heart.
The weekend-long festival helps raise funds for education programs to keep the museum's summer camps and family days affordable.
So all the money raised here today helps us keep those events affordable. So families in the area can come and have fun on the weekends without having to spend too much money.
Perhaps not usually considered to be artists, Harris says this exhibit gives florists a chance to shine and share their gift with others in unconventional ways.
Seeing how different art can be interpreted, and now we're adding the second element of these florists interpreting it through their own, lived experiences.
Following the exhibit, guests were invited to make their own bouquets with locally grown flowers, giving all an opportunity to explore their inner artists. Brian Melanson, 12 News, Broome County.
The time now is 6:26, and coming up next, one major city is sending troops into D.C. to help with the police takeover. However, it's against state government wishes. Now we're taking a look outside at downtown Binghamton. That's the Skycam on the Security Mutual Life Building. Now we're going to send it over to Connor for a check on the forecast.
Yeah, as we have the door today, it's going to feel a little bit like fall here across the region. Still seasonable with temperatures in the lower 70s, a bit below average. However, these are about the warmest temperatures we are going to see this week. We're looking at temperatures holding steady in the 60s for some of the days ahead as we end the month of August. So while summer is unofficially wrapping up this week, it's going to feel more like fall. It's coming up my full forecast, let you know just how cool we'll get and if we'll see any more rain risks ahead as well. I'll have all that more for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
Even when U.S. soccer star Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. With the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 6% cash back in the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
Flavors that feed your fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oreo Thins. Stay playful.
Taking the time to savor Thomas's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom, actually.
Right, Tom.
Tom. You doing that on purpose?
Tom.
Tom.
How have we got to town?
Huzzah! A toast to breakfast. At Guthrie, we treat women's health with the care and compassion you deserve.
Respect my feelings and care for my emotional health. Answer my questions, no matter how big or small.
Listen to me and take my concerns seriously.
Consider my lifestyle and experiences.
Be considerate of my time.
Meet me where I am in life.
Care for me.
Care for me.
Care for me as a whole person. As a whole person.
As a whole person.
As a whole person.
Care for me as a whole person.
Care for me as a whole person.
Guthrie Women's Health. Care that empowers you.
Energy Savers announces the grand opening of our Southern Tier location. It's time to update old windows and save money on energy cost. Sunrise windows are the most advanced, energy-efficient windows you can buy. There's a variety of colors and styles. Plus, get a lifetime warranty. For a limited time, buy 8 windows, get 1 free. Call 607-821-0779 or visit EnergySaversSouthernTier.com now.
At Simmons Rockwell Nissan, you'll find brand new 2025 Nissan Rogue SV all-wheel drives for only $30,999, plus 0% for 60 months for those who qualify. Make car buying simple. Drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Attention. Pin hot. Right face. Dismissed. Right in the face. At ease.
MASH tonight at 6 and 6:30 on Binghamton's MeTV.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News This Morning.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for being here. I'm Jess Liptzin. It's now 6:30 on this 12 News This Morning broadcast, and we're going to start things off this morning with meteorologist Connor Thompson. And Connor, it's a little chilly out there today and this week.
Yeah, I know you're not a fan of it. I know fall is not your favorite season, but for me, this is fantastic weather ahead for the area. Now, we are still dealing with a few rain showers here as that area of low pressure moved on through, and we may see a few pop-up lake effect rain showers because we got another area of low pressure just off to the west of us here that could set off a few light rain showers, but most of the day is looking rather dry. Temperatures starting off our day right where we should be, upper 50s, lower 60s, 59 currently at the airport, 62 in Shenango, 60 up in Plymouth, 57 in Owego, 59 down in Soraka, 59 in Delhi and Oneonta, and we are looking at Roxbury and Stamford at 61. As we take a look at the today and tonight, we are looking at a comfortable, seasonable day of 72, some sunshine, some clouds, a bit below average, but it's right near where we should be. However, overnight, those temperatures fall down upper 40s, some mid 40s, and that just starts the trend of some below average temperatures here as we head throughout the last week of August. Let you know just how cool we'll get. Also let you know about the risk of rain coming ahead over the course of the week as well, coming up in just about 15 minutes.
All right, thanks, Connor. National Guard members could soon deploy to Chicago against the will of the state and local leaders. President Donald Trump says he's worried about crime there. Chicago's police department reports about 250 murders in 2025. That's a 31% drop year over year and a 50% decline since 2021. Democrats in Illinois say they'll sue if President Donald Trump deploys National Guard members to Chicago over their objections. Two officials confirm he's considering that option to expand his crackdown on crime and illegal immigration.
The Posse Comitatus Act limits the ability for the president to federalize the National Guard. We don't have a foreign invasion. We don't have a rebellion.
It's unclear how many troops he might send and when. City statistics show violent crime is down by double digits in Chicago, but Trump says locals want this involvement. Some restaurants in Washington, D.C. say they've seen a drop in foot traffic following the beefed-up federal law enforcement presence. That's on top of what normally is a slow month for restaurants. August is already a slow month for restaurants, which is why Restaurant Week was created. It's also Black Business Month, but owners say it's in the past few days they've seen less foot traffic in the wake of beefed-up federal law enforcement presence. Restaurant Week is thanks to the Department of Small and Local Business Development for an extra boost for businesses and a benefit to restaurant goers. They've decided to extend Restaurant Week through the end of the month.
What I'm hearing from our restaurant owners is they may be seeing a blip in some of the traffic, but the foot traffic, but I think that's the whole point of our Restaurant Week and extending Restaurant Week, right? Where it's an incentive to come on out, and more importantly, it's an incentive to show people who we are in D.C. and we support our small businesses.
There's also an extended youth curfew zone this weekend, an added MPD presence that some business owners have said is needed to encourage people to dine out and shop. Last week, we told you about shooting hoaxes at Villanova University in Pennsylvania and at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. Those started the school year off. Well, now another one took place over the weekend at the University of South Carolina. Police officers are fanning out across the campus yesterday at the University of South Carolina in Columbia after there was a report of a shooting, an active shooter. University officials sent out on campus a wide alert. However, the school says it currently has no evidence of an active shooter on campus. Police, though, are continuing to search. The initial report said the gunman was near the campus library.
Everyone books it behind the kitchen. We're all just crouching on the kitchen, and for maybe 5 minutes, and someone barricaded one of the doors with a huge fridge.
You know, you don't think this thing's going to happen to you, and then all of a sudden you're hiding behind a fridge because there's an active shooter a building away from you.
This week begins the start of the fall semester at the university. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says his country will not lose its war with Russia, as it marks 34 years of independence from the old Soviet Union. Messages of support for Ukraine are coming in, including from Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, who's in Kyiv. He said Canada will be with Ukraine every step of the way as the country fights for its sovereignty. U.S. President Donald Trump sent a letter praising what he called Ukraine's unbreakable spirit. He also said the U.S. supports a lasting peace that respects the country's dignity and sovereignty. On Sunday, New York City showed its support for Ukraine. Several city landmarks, including the Empire State Building, were lit up in blue and yellow, the colors of the Ukrainian flag. Vice President J.D. Vance spoke to NBC's Meet the Press about the work to stop the fighting between the two countries.
This is a war, and this is why we want to stop the killing. The Russians have done a lot of things that we don't like. A lot of civilians have died. We've condemned that stuff from the get-go, and frankly, President Trump has done more to apply pressure and to apply economic leverage to the Russians, certainly than Joe Biden did for 3.5 years when he did nothing but talk, but do nothing to bring the killing to a stop.
Governor Kathy Hochul said New York is the proud home of the largest Ukrainian population in the United States, and it condemns the violence being perpetrated against the Ukrainian people. She said New York stands in solidarity with Ukraine as its people fight to maintain their freedom and sovereignty. The cost of imported furniture may soon go up even more. President Trump announced in a social media post that his administration will launch an investigation into imported furniture. He says the investigation will take 50 days. Once it's completed, he says he will impose a tariff on imported furniture. He said the rate has yet to be determined. Trump wrote the move would bring the furniture business back to the U.S. Furniture prices have gone up in the recent months due to the sweeping global tariffs he imposed earlier this year. Barbecues are a Labor Day tradition, and this year beef prices are record highs. CBS's Lisa Rosner is in New York as she reports what's causing prices to soar.
The sizzle never stops inside New York City's Hamburger America. They can serve up to 1,500 burger patties a day. The restaurant has been smashing burgers for nearly 2 years. Customers can get a single with cheese or onions for $7.50. A point of pride for co-owner Andrew Schnipper.
The hamburger traditionally has been an item that is affordable. It's in every person's food item.
And he's hoping to keep it that way. But the problem begins in cattle country, where a multi-year drought shrank herds to their lowest numbers in more than 70 years.
There's just a lack of beef cows in this country.
Unlike chicken, cattle need years to grow and enough grass and feed to make that happen. And those cost more now, according to the American Farm Bureau. Imported beef is also getting more expensive. In May, the U.S. suspended live cattle imports from Mexico because of a parasite. Beef from Brazil now faces a 50% tariff from the Trump administration. At the supermarket, David Dawes says higher prices are steering him toward other protein sources.
I was looking for ground turkey because it is a few dollars cheaper.
Hamburger America's beef supplier stopped absorbing the increase and has raised its prices by 9%. This could force the restaurant to also raise prices.
I think the whole industry is kind of in a sort of wait-and-see mode at the moment.
Beef imports are expected to be 12% higher this year compared to last because higher prices are not deterring people from buying beef just yet. But analysts predict if high prices continue, demand will drop next year. Lisa Rosner, CBS News, New York.
More than 78,000 Jeep Wranglers are being recalled due to a technical glitch. Parent company Stellantis says the remote start antenna cable for these vehicles can get pinched, causing the tire pressure monitoring system warning light to be faulty. Not having accurate tire pressure information can increase the risk of an accident. Owners of affected Jeeps can have the cable replaced free of charge at a dealership. Now, commuters across Philadelphia are facing what is shaping up to be a transportation nightmare as sweeping SEPTA service cuts took effect Sunday. Getting around Philadelphia will now get harder for some people. Cuts, delays, and possible disruptions are imminent, and riders say what once felt distant is suddenly here. Starting Sunday, SEPTA began eliminating 32 bus routes. Another 16 will be shortened, and dozens of bus trolleys and subway lines will be reduced. While Broad Street line trains will still run to sports complexes, service will be less frequent, and those special express trains to games are being eliminated.
Just brought some concerns on now what will we do?
Mayor Parker told us she's concerned, but she's encouraging Philadelphians to come together as a city and trust state lawmakers to find a solution.
Philadelphia and southeastern Pennsylvania will be paralyzed. However, this is Philadelphia. We're going to do the best we can with what we have.
Service cuts started yesterday. However, today is the real test as the work week begins and the first day of school as well. Fare hikes begin September 1st. Lyle Menendez was denied parole on Friday, just one day after his brother's bid was also rejected. Lyle and Eric Menendez were both found guilty of the 1989 murder of their parents inside their Beverly Hills home. They were charged and arrested in 1990. The parole board's decision is not final, though. Jen Sullivan explains the next steps in the ongoing saga around their possible release.
A crippling blow in the brothers' fight for freedom. Eric and Lyle Menendez both denied parole this week. Friday, Lyle Menendez appearing virtually for his parole hearing. His denial coming 24 hours after his brother Eric was also denied parole. The two brothers were convicted of murdering their parents inside their Beverly Hills home. The bodies of Jose and Kitty were found with multiple bullet wounds.
They shot their parents to make it look like a mafia-style killing. Shooting their dad in the back of the head, they reloaded a shotgun and shot her at point-blank range.
During Lyle's parole hearing, he said there was zero planning, and the decision to buy guns had been, quote, somewhat impulsive and for emotional protection, and also the biggest mistake. The brothers have long said they killed their parents out of fear after a lifetime of abuse and shot them in self-defense. Now in their 50s, Eric was 18 and Lyle 21 at the time of their parents' murder. They were later sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In May, their sentences were reduced, making them eligible for parole. But this week, both brothers were found to be a moderate risk to public safety and denied release.
That was a caution flag to the parole board.
There will be an internal review by the full parole commission, which can take up to 120 days. Then California Governor Gavin Newsom has 30 days to reverse, approve, or modify the decision if he chooses to, but he could act sooner.
They also have a clemency petition. That's a process where the governor could step in at any time.
Even if the parole board's recent ruling stands, the brothers could get another shot at parole in 2027. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
The time now is 6:42, and coming up on 12 News this morning, the East Coast is soon going to be free from Hurricane Aaron's wrath. Up next, we see the trajectory the now Category 1 storm is headed. But first, we're taking a look outside. That's the sky cam on the Security Mutual Life Building. We have more 12 News after the break.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out for an unforgettable adventure, or take a sporty sedan for a spin, all while driving with confidence. See what makes Honda the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $279 per month lease on a 2025 HR-V all-wheel drive LX.
We are proud of our collections. They're like our children. But the paint stacked in the garage? No relation. Then we heard that you can take your leftover paint to a paint care drop-off site and they can recycle it for you. So that's what we did. Now we have room for our latest collection. Vintage suitcases. Strictly for display. We don't go anywhere.
When most people think about tile, they think of this. At Rome Bath, when we think of tile, we think of this. We're taking tile to the next level with our large slab Italian porcelain showers. Beautiful, luxurious tile with dozens of patterns to choose from, installed in as little as one day. Best of all, our porcelain showers have no grout, so that means easy cleaning. If you want a bathroom that truly stands apart, call Rome Bath Remodeling and let us show you what's possible.
Welcome to more.
I could use more.
Let's go up.
Choose from hundreds of used vehicles.
And free shipping.
You'll get free savings on service.
Rewards plus perks are great.
And peace of mind with a 7-month, 7,000-mile warranty.
Welcome to more. Visit getmoreatmatthews.com.
Security Mutual is proud to announce the 24th consecutive Jim Mudcat Grant Legacy All-Star Golf Tournament. This year's tournament is going to be held right here at the Links at Hiawatha on August 28th. This year, we're going to be featuring the great Al Downing. He's a pitcher for the New York Yankees. It's kind of neat because Al started his career right here with the Binghamton Triplets. We're also excited to welcome all the players and celebrities, many of whom are going to be traveling throughout the country to get here in support of our great community and in honor of Mudcat's legacy.
Since inception, the tournament has helped raise hundreds of thousands of dollars, with the net proceeds supporting educational, recreational, and wellness programs throughout our area. And we will again be hosting a special fundraiser in support of transitional veterans in our community.
In closing, a special thank you to all of our sponsors and also the celebrities and volunteers, all who make this tournament possible.
You can watch my stories every night at 5 and 6 p.m. on 12 News.
This is 12 News This Morning. Welcome back to 12 News This Morning, and thanks for sticking with us throughout the morning. Hurricane Erin has weakened into a Category 1 storm, but that doesn't mean the East Coast is out of the woods just yet. Erin is still huge, producing tropical storm winds nearly 575 miles from end to end. None of the U.S. is under a tropical storm warning anymore. Instead, the danger from Erin is in the rough surf it's churning up. More than 70 people were rescued from rip currents in North Carolina last week. Those conditions also made the road connecting the Outer Banks barrier islands inaccessible due to the washed up debris. Much of the East Coast from Maryland to New Jersey could still see impacts from the rough seas Erin is producing. This week marks 20 years since Hurricane Katrina devastated the Gulf Coast. Nearly 1,400 people died, most of them in New Orleans. It is the costliest hurricane in U.S. history, and some communities are still struggling to recover. Katie Weiss has more from Theodore, Alabama.
Dolphin Island, Alabama. Mayor Jeff Collier never imagined storms would batter this island so hard.
This area in here is where most of those underwater lots currently are. And yeah, there's at least 50 or 60 lots in this stretch of the island.
Since Hurricane Katrina, the town has rebuilt some beaches.
We have pushed the waters back some 350 to 400 feet south of where it was originally.
But on a barrier island, constant maintenance is critical. To preserve what is left, it will take millions of dollars from several grant resources.
The biggest challenge is probably funding.
One piece of the puzzle comes from FEMA, a grant for $250,000, Mayor Collier says, to create a specialized disaster mitigation plan. Derek Hebert oversaw that FEMA grant program called BRIC, or Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities.
It included investments in state planning and capacity building and building codes, such as $2 million in Alabama to support statewide building code implementation costs. It was going to protect 3,100 homes and businesses, removing them from the FEMA-designated floodplain and reducing risk in that community.
Against his wishes, FEMA canceled the program in April, calling it wasteful and ineffective. In a second April announcement, FEMA said the program resulted in a lack of concrete results. Hebert quit his FEMA job 2 months later. FEMA data shows the cut impacted nearly 700 projects at the cost of $3.6 billion. Mayor Collier says he's not heard any word about next steps.
We're kind of in a limbo situation right now, waiting to see what comes out of that.
Time, something Dolphin Island cannot afford. Even without a major hurricane, the beach will keep washing away. Now, we reached out to FEMA for a comment, but so far we've not heard back. Katie Weiss, CBS News, Theodore, Alabama.
We saw some showers and storms throughout the overnight period, but now we're looking at mainly dry conditions as we start our work week here. Now, we may still see a few isolated rain showers, but nothing too substantial here. And as we go to the wider view, you'll notice why we're potentially going to see more rain throughout the next couple of days here. It's because we have this nice little upper level low continuing to push its way across Canada, and while we are expecting to remain on the drier side, lake effect rain showers can't be ruled on out. Currently overlooking a cloudy and quiet downtown Binghamton, 58 degrees, some fog at the airport. We're looking at 62 in East Indian Lake, 59 in Oneonta, 60 in Plymouth, 55 in Cortland, 60 in Vestal, 57 in Owego. So let's take a look at what we can expect today. We are looking at some sunshine, some rain showers, again, very small risk. I have about a 20% chance in there, so nothing that we are overly concerned with. Just keep the umbrella nearby as you head out the door this afternoon. And as we head overnight, expect a clear night, no concerns. Tomorrow, very similar to today with some sunshine, some clouds. Again, some rain showers possible, but nothing that we can't handle here. Again, I think this model overdoes it. Like I've been saying all morning, I do not expect to see this widespread of coverage with scattered rain showers. I think very isolated, quick pop-up showers are more likely the case here. And as we head towards our Wednesday, again, some clouds, some sun, and I do think this model overstates the rain risk as we head on into Wednesday. So as we take a look at the chance of precipitation, Thursday, Friday, those are the days we're looking out for as a cold front move through the region. Still a bit of uncertainty in regards to the timing, whether it comes through Thursday afternoon or comes through Friday morning. Regardless, right now, models show scattered shower chances, so we'll keep you up to date with any changes to the forecast as we head towards the end of the week. But right now, looking like we are looking at a wet end to the last full week of August. Temperature-wise today, lower to mid-70s for those highs. Overnight lows fall down into the upper 40s and lower 50s. As we head on into our Tuesday, we'll be lucky to see these temperatures reach the upper 60s. Overnight lows as we head towards our Wednesday. How about some mid to upper 40s? Now, I do think this model overdoes it in some locations, but it's going to be a cool start to our Wednesday, and then temperatures as we head towards the afternoon will only reach into the mid-60s. It's going to be very fall-like here, to say the least. And as we take a look at the forecast highs, you'll notice 71, you might be thinking, okay, that's a little cool. And you'll notice the average high for this stretch of weather is around 76. As we head towards the end of the week, it's actually 75 degrees, but still, we're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below average here as we head throughout the last week of August. And take a look at the long-term trends here. The 8 to 14-day temperature outlook showing the chances of seeing above or below average temperatures. Right now, we're near normal as we begin the month of September, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but that means we're not going to see that warmth that we saw, say, last month. And we're looking at a extended stretch of some fall-like weather here as we head throughout the forecasting period. Again, best chance of rain is on Thursday and Friday, and it remains cool as we head towards the last weekend of August.
All right, thank you, Connor. The time now is 6:51, and coming up next, a very special person in my life reached 100 years old, and I can't wait to share it all with you. But first, here's some people we're remembering in our community today.
We are deeply honored to share the upcoming funeral details for people who made up the fabric of our incredible community.
If you've been in a motor vehicle crash, it's important to start the legal process as soon as possible because there are short time deadlines. In fact, waiting could cost you thousands. Hurt in a car? Call William Mattar, 444-4444.
Welcome to more at Matthews VW. Lease the 25 Taos 1.5T SEL with navigation and more for $353 per month with $39.99 down. Or lease a 25 Tiguan 2.0T with all-wheel drive and more for only $391 per month at Matthews VW on the Parkway or MatthewsVW.com.
I have prepared a Thomas's breakfast for you to savor together.
Thanks, Tom. Hey, are English muffins from England?
Heavens no. They're from the pantry.
Are you from England?
Nay, I am also from the pantry. Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
For our team at Rome Bath Remodeling, designing baths is easy. But we understand some people have trouble visualizing their completed project. That's why we built our showrooms.
I couldn't picture my new shower, so my husband suggested a showroom visit, and wow.
We're so glad we got to try out the grab bars and the safety seat.
It made us confident about taking out our tub and getting a walk-in shower.
Seeing it all in person made a huge difference for us.
Discover how easy it is to design your bathroom. Visit the Rome Bath Remodeling showroom near you.
From where it happens.
Make yourself known now. 83-1001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
To where you live.
I'm T. Chappelle.
And I'm Lee Zurich.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We
uncover real problems, issues that affect us all.
Go, go, go.
They'd be outgunned, wouldn't they?
They would definitely be outgunned.
Do they have too much control? Oh, they do.
And real solutions that help keep your family safe.
It's a serious threat to patients.
It should be terrifying to all of us.
It could be worse. The FDA is taking a look at it.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Why are they hiding it?
The top of the car was ripped like a can opener.
Show me your hands.
They're dropping the ball in your opinion.
Exactly.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
I was shocked.
Investigate TV Plus. Weekdays at 4:30. Only on WBNG.
Tune in to 12 News at 12 p.m. to catch me on your screen.
But really, we know that you're here to actually watch me.
I don't think so. I think they're here for me.
Agree to disagree.
Why would they be here to see you? I'm the anchor.
Yeah, they sit through your stuff so they can watch me.
What is that supposed to mean? I feel like I'm carrying the show every single day.
You're not carrying anything. I'm the weather. I carry everything.
All the time.
12 News at noon. We're just like family. Catch the 12 at 12.
I'll come back later.
Welcome back to 12 News this morning, and thanks for sticking with us throughout the show. The time now is 6:55, and here, as you can see behind me, this is me and my great-grandma. Everyone wish my great-grandma a happy belated 100-year birthday. 100 years old she is. Now, as you can see here, believe it or not, I know, I can't believe it. 100 years old? Incredible. Yeah, my grandma is an incredible person. She's so kind. She's the best person to just, have a great conversation with, sit down. She's going to put you in the best mood. And I'm so thankful to have so many great memories with her. And I'm looking forward to sharing wonderful memories in the future. Happy birthday, Grandma. All right. Now the time is 6:56. That's a live look at downtown Binghamton. It is a beautiful morning here. That's the Sky Cam on the Security Mutual Life Building. And we got a little bit more 12 News right after the break.
Cool comfort guaranteed. A Hahnhe's end of summer AC inspection special is just $99, and that includes a 1-year no breakdown guarantee. Get your inspection now, and you're covered through all of next summer. Offer ends September 8th, so call a Hahnhe today.
Welcome to more.
I can't spend all day car shopping. With Matthews Pre-Owned Plus, I shop at 16 dealerships, all in one place.
Visit getmore@matthews.com.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy's. It's pure torture with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. Enjoy the anguish.
I'm on me than ever.
Feel more you than ever without compromise. At TJ Maxx, you can afford to turn your closet into a place of endless expression. With the quality you deserve, styles you crave, and prices you love. Max, what makes you, you.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old. After my last surgery, I got an infection so bad I thought it was going to kill me. I'm doing much better now. I may have lost my leg, but I've gained so much.
Hi, I'm Congressman John Mannion. Make sure our veterans get the support they earned and deserve. Take the time to thank those who put everything on the line for us.
This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
We have some of your top headlines this afternoon, as well as a full weather forecast on the way.
The news doesn't wait for television, so why should you?
And now moving along to downtown Binghamton.
Being up to date has never been this easy.
I'm Kevin Quinn. Hope you all enjoyed your weekend.
Just check out our Facebook page and tune in to our digital desk. We bring you the latest news, weather, and sports. No TV required. 12 News Digital Desk. Catch the news when you choose.
It's getting harder to shop for groceries and make my own meals, but I still want to be independent.
With Meals on Wheels of Western Broome, I can maintain my independence. They just make life a lot easier by delivering meals when I need them.
Plus, we check up on our clients to make sure everybody's doing all right.
Call 607-754-7856 to see if you qualify. Even if you're mobile or younger than 60, if the need arises, you might still qualify.
We're clearing out the Ahanihi warehouse to make room for heating season, and that means savings for you. Get a new whole house AC unit installed for as low as $99 a month. That's cool. Get yours before they're gone. Call Ahanihi today.
Welcome back to 12 News this morning. Now it is a little bit of a chillier wake up, but nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. Again, a few rain showers possible today and tomorrow. Not overly concerned with that. Main risk would be Thursday, Friday for any showers that may develop right now, though. Only looking at scattered chances. Temperatures are going to be very fall-like here as we enter the weekend. Looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s throughout the entirety of this upcoming week.
Alrighty, well, thanks for joining us for 12 News this morning. CBS Mornings coming up next.
Have a great day.